Who were the authors of the Bible? In chat fashion. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy were all written by Moses. Joshua was written by, Joshua. Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel were written by three different people: Samuel, Nathan, and Gad. 1st and 2nd Kings were written by the prophet Jeremiah. 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, and Nehemiah were all written by Ezra. Esther was written by Mordecai. Job was not written by Job, but was written by, again, Moses. Psalms was mostly written by King David, although other people like King Solomon and Moses had additions. Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Solomon were all written by King Solomon. Isaiah was written by one of the major prophets, Isaiah. Jeremiah and Lamentations was written by Jeremiah. Ezekiel was written by a major prophet, Ezekiel. Daniel was also written by another major prophet, Daniel. The next 12 books were all written by minor prophets. Hosea was written by Hosea, Joel was written by Joel, Amos was written by Amos, Obadiah was written by Obadiah, Jonah was written by Jonah, Micah was written by Micah, Nahum was written by Nahum, Habakkuk was written by Habakkuk, Zephaniah was written by Zephaniah, Haggai was written by Haggai, Zechariah was written by Zechariah, and Malachi was written by Malachi. And that is the end of the Old Testament. To start the New Testament, Matthew wrote Matthew, the first book of the Gospels. Mark was written by John Mark and is the second book of the Gospels. Luke wrote Luke, the third book of the Gospels. And John wrote John, the fourth and final book of the Gospels. Acts was written by, again, Luke. Bear with me on this one. Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, and Philemon were all written by Paul. Who wrote Hebrews? No one knows who wrote Hebrews. James was written by Jesus' brother, James. 1st and 2nd Peter was written by Peter. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John was written by, again, John. Jude was written by Jesus' other brother, Jude. And lastly, Revelation was written by, once again, John. And that's how we got our Bible today.